Crescent Energy is nearing a deal for U.S. shale peer Vital Energy, according to sources. This story dropped on Friday. Probably will get announced, Monday, Tuesday next week, depending on how things go. Obviously, the person who leaked this says that things could still fall apart. To give you guys an idea, Crescent Energy has a market value of about $2.5 billion. Vital is a market cap around $600 million. They also carry, as I mentioned earlier in the show, about $2.3 million of long-term debt, which is pretty interesting. An odd combination, to be honest with you, considering Crescent's energy position in the Eagleford. Their focus is really the non-shale play, and so I find it interesting that they're trying to dip their toe in the shale water. And not that I find it interesting, I more find it interesting that Vital is the company that they're going after, because I want to throw this up on the screen, Stu. Vital Energy's market cap, I mean, if you look at this, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable evisceration of capital. That is a slope going down. And, to put it in terms of market cap, at its IPO in 2012, it was worth about $2 billion. By 2014, it was all the way up to $4.5 billion. And today, wow, Stu, it sits, as we mentioned, $600 million and $2.8 billion of long-term debt. So it's extremely unbelievable. They've got revenue of $2 billion. Yet their market cap is $600 million. You know what that tells you? Their acreage sucks. And so the part that is just confusing from an energy standpoint is, I understand wanting to get into the Permian and trying to find inventory there to help boost your own market cap. The question is, why Vital or Vital, if we're being funny? I don't understand this, to be honest with you. I think it's an odd marriage of two companies that don't align. Vital's not necessarily known for the best acreage. I think they got a master class on how to eviscerate market cap over the years, right? Which doesn't, if you compare that with Diamondback's market cap, it's basically the exact opposite looking, and they're both operating with the same oil price. That's, again, the funny part. So it all comes down to acreage. I think it's an odd pairing. I'll be interested to see if they actually closes. This could be one of those, they test the waters a little bit. Again, this hasn't closed yet. This is a rumor. So maybe this is a little bit of, hey, let's leak this to the press, see what the reaction is from the market, see what happens, and then make a decision. I don't think that per se, but it could be.